Hi, I'm Alex Gregson and I'm a sound designer at 344 Audio, and I studied music technology at Ashton Sixth Form. After I completed my music technology course at Ashton Sixth Form, I went on to study BSc Sound Engineering and Design at SSR in Manchester, which kind of developed on the skills that I gained from Ashton Sixth Form. When I was in my second year there, I started this business, and by the time I graduated I was kind of ready to take on the film industry. This is my studio, which is a sound design studio where I create sounds and soundtracks for films. Everything's self-funded. I kind of did it with the support of a lot of Manchester-based charities such as the Prince's Trust, and also ERDF funded programs such as Business Growth Hub, and obviously the support that I've had from Ashton Sixth Form and also SSR Manchester. The reason I wanted to work specifically in film and in sound design was I feel that it's kind of an area that's quite unexplored by a lot of people, and it's something a lot of people don't understand, which means that you get to do things that are more experimental than you might get to do in another creative industry's job. Say for example you were a camera operator. With the advent of like iPhones and everything like that, people are starting to understand more how cameras work. Whereas with sound, people still don't quite understand how it works, how it tells a story and things like that, and that's why I love to do it. To be honest, there's not many people specifically doing what I do in this particular way, and especially in Manchester. I've worked with people from all over the world. I've worked with people from Canada, America, UK, Ireland, India, mostly independent filmmakers but also commercial directors. I've worked on some TV commercials, worked with Nike, Skoda, even local regional adverts. Like recently I did one for Newbank Garden Centre. I've just worked on a feature film that's just been aired in Beverly Hills Film Festival called Destination Dewsbury, which is pretty exciting. And I've also just done a Channel 5 documentary called Social Housing, Social Cleansing. Well, I had a really good tutor there called Luke Warren, who I'm still in contact with now, and we're really good friends now. And I actually teach now alongside him at SSR Manchester on the course that I used to be on. I was working on my own projects while I was there, so I was making a lot of my own music, and I was actually using the college's facilities to say master my own music and things like that. And that was actually incredibly useful because it started to get me into the mindset. The biggest thing I probably learned from that is in sound, you know, and in any creative industry, it's a great industry to be in if you're very self-led, you're very self-focused, and also you don't take yourself too seriously. You know, it's not an industry where you'll turn up to an interview in a suit and tie. It's not an industry where, you know, you'll be expected to speak to people in kind of a very formal way. So one of the biggest things I learned from Ashton Sixth Form was that it suits my personality type to be in the creative industries. Being nervous is quite a difficult topic because when I was at college, I was suffering with a social anxiety disorder, which is obviously inherently makes you seem like you're nervous amongst people. Obviously, I sit in a room all day on my own, which, if anybody knows about social anxiety, it's not a good thing because the whole point of social anxiety is you have to get out there and speak to people and meet people to help. But thankfully, it means that you go to a lot of events, you got to go to a lot of filmmaking events, you go to a lot of film screenings, so you are always around people anyway. That's the strangest thing about it. If I was to go back to Ashton Sixth Form, which was probably about 6 or 7 years ago, I would never have imagined that I'd be in this position now. I probably felt a lot more like it was impossible, maybe. Like it, you know, to get to this point would never have happened. The way you've got to look at it is most of us are on this planet for, you know, 70 years, 80 years at least. You've got a long time to do whatever you want to do. If you just persevere through it, eventually it's very likely that it's actually going to happen, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. So you've just got to stay focused on your studies, stay focused on your goals, and eventually you'll have the opportunity to succeed.